Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for Oregairu Season 1, Episode 5. Last episode, we got further introduced to Hayato as he came to the service club to help with figuring out who was bad-mouthing his friends. And in the end, we never figured out exactly who was doing it, but there was a whole very realistic approach to it that they all... It was a very interesting scenario, to say the least. They all wanted to be in a group with Hayato for the, I forget, it was like a work trip or something like that, where you go to different jobs and they scout you and stuff like that. I can't remember if it's called a work trip or not, but it's something along those lines. And so they all wanted to be with Hayato, but the groups could only be groups of 3. And so one of the friends started bad-mouthing the other friends, so Hayato wouldn't go with them and would instead go with them. But we don't know which friend it was, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, because we found out that once Hayato took a step back, took himself out, and ended up joining Hikigaya's group, that they all ended up being friends together again. So that was actually very interesting and a very real approach towards picking groups for, like, even if it's just assignments or things like that, that like people who are really good friends can have a wedge drawn between them because they both want to be with one person, but they can't. Taking that person out of the equation in the end allowed them to become, I don't want to say become friendsian, because they were already friends in the first place, but stop being, I don't know, being mad at each other is not the right word either, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And so at the end of the day, Hikigaya ended up making a group with Saika and Hayato, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know if we're actually going to get the workplace visit. That's what it's called. There you go, it's called a workplace visit. I don't know why it just clicked in my head, but we might end up seeing that today. I don't know if we'll actually see it in this episode, or if that whole last episode was just for the picking groups thing, so we'll see how that goes. But if we do end up seeing that, we'll be seeing Hikigaya, Hayato, and Saika together. I'm very intrigued to see where things go from here. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop straight into Oregairu Season 1, Episode 5. Uh-oh, he was late to class. You gotta learn to just stop talking at some point, man. You know she's not gonna let it slide. Oh yeah, we saw this girl at the end of the last episode. Saki. Okay. Oh my god. No, come on! They keep doing this! They keep saying it over and over and over again. Oh my god. I mean, truth be told, I know a lot of people don't like people saying that word, so I myself just don't say it, but I really don't care. So it's just the fact that it's been in this show on three separate occasions at this point is just wild to me. Oh, she's interesting. Guess we're gonna meet her some more this episode. Oh, what do you know? We end up running right into her. She's definitely gonna be a main side character going forward. Oh god. We've run into... Are they doing a study session? I literally no idea. Oh, poor Hikigaya, man. I feel like, goddamn. He just gets, he didn't even come here to meet him. I don't know what he's got in his hand. He's got some folder or something. He didn't even come here to meet them. He just instantly ran into them, and they just all seemed, well, at least Yui here seems disgusted at his presence, which is just, goddamn it. This girl did not just say scrap when he said scholarship. Oh my god, this is turned from a group study session into whatever the hell this is. This is just a group of... I don't even know what this is at this point. Also, they all have the same drink except for Hikigaya. It looks like Hikigaya's got like a cup of tea or something, and they all look like they have the exact same soda. No, he is a guy. What? 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 Was she just looking at her tits? What was that? What was that reaction? It seems like she was just looking straight at her tits there. What was that? So what are you? I regret to say... Oh my god, I swear, Yukino just absolutely despises Hikigaya on literally every possible level. She just hates him. Oh. Ah, Saki's his sister, okay. that's how, oh my god, sorry, I'm pausing so many times. That's how we're gonna define her from now on? Black lace underwear? That's how we're gonna define her? Jesus Christ. Turn into a delinquent? Are we sure she's a delinquent? Hikigaya cootie? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just... I love their dynamic. It's great. It's so over the top and absurd, the insults that they throw at each other, but it's so funny. No way this was an actual thing. No way this was an actual thing that happened to him. Coming home past 5 p.m. Could she not just be part of a club or something? Could she not just be... I feel like... Hang on, I'm gonna go back because I feel like I remember seeing... Whatever she was looking at looked like an advertisement for a club. So I'm gonna go see if I saw that correctly. Summer session for high school students. Enrollment open. So maybe she's trying to do a similar thing to Hikigaya? I don't know. Because I thought this was like a club advertisement because I didn't read it all the way through. But it seems like she's also trying to do this summer school thing. Yeah, interesting. I love how Hikigaya was the one to notice that statement is a little bit off. She was like, family circumstances, everyone has them. Which implies that she also has an interesting family circumstance. Maybe we'll end up getting some Yukino backstory this season and learning if her family is a reason that she is the way she is. Oh, looks like the service club's got a new job. I guess Psycho's here now. They forced him to bring his cat to school? Why? This is quite over the top, instead of just asking her. What is happening? Oh. She got caught doing something embarrassing and now she's pissed off. One more and I'll kill you, yeah. He's getting defensive over his sister. Did we not do any research into this girl at all? We came up with this plan without knowing that she is completely allergic to cats? Really? Really? Come on. Once again, this is going off the, oh, they're gonna make the teacher talk to her. That's a weird question to ask. Damn! Jesus! Hit her with the sucker punch! Oh my god. But also, like, this is going off the assumption that Saki is a delinquent in the first place. That's the assumption we're going off of here. How do we don't even know if that's actually true. Just because she's getting home late doesn't mean she's suddenly a delinquent. There's a guy she likes. Oh my god. Oh my god, they sent Hayato after her? Jesus Christ. And it did absolutely nothing. Oh my god, Hikigaya is the only guy who would laugh at something like that. He is the only guy who would start dying laughing at something like that. Okay, maybe she's working a part-time job. Guys, I really think we're looking way too much into this. I think it's totally reasonable that she's working a part-time job at this cafe. The manager would, if she's getting a call from the manager of this cafe, it's probably her manager calling to talk to her about something about work. Hang on, just a second. Was I getting... Well, there's the first problem, is that it's actually 5 a.m., not 5 p.m. I don't know how I read that as 5 p.m. the first time around, but okay, yeah, 5 a.m. is actually troublesome that she's staying out literally all night until 5 a.m. Now I understand why they were a little worried. I was a little confused as to, like, why they were being so weird about this situation, like, it could make sense that she's just working or something, but now it makes a lot more sense why they're a little concerned. Coming home at 5 a.m. is definitely not normal. And you wouldn't be coming home at 5 a.m. even if you were working a part-time job. A part-time job, you'd be out at the latest till like maybe midnight. You would not be out till 5 a.m. Now I understand it. I apologize that it took me this long to realize that he actually said 5 a.m. and not 5 p.m. And it seems like... So is she working at a maid cafe? I guess maid cafes are... It does say it's open until 2300, so that would be... Is it 2 a.m. to... Okay, I don't know military time, but it says... Oh, it says 12 to 2300, which would be... That's the afternoon, no? I don't know why she'd be out till 5 a.m. if we're talking... Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I've already gotten one time mistake in this episode, and I don't know military time, so I'm just gonna stop trying to analyze this before I make an even bigger fool of myself. Is it Zaimokuza? Yeah, could have guessed. I love how they're all collectively disgusted by his presence. They're all collectively just annoyed that he's here. But if there's anybody who knows about maid cafes, it's gonna be Zaimokuza. Looks like they serve girls. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh god. Did they make her get a job? What is happening here? She liked the compliment. You see, I'm very confused. Yui is very confusing because last episode she was having, I called it out, there was a lot of moments that, like, she was being weirdly shy around Hikigaya, like, weirdly, like, blushing or being embarrassed, and so I was like, maybe she has some kind of feelings, but at the same time I was like, there's no way. So and like, at the beginning of this episode when she looked annoyed that he showed up to their study session, like, I don't know, I'm getting mixed signals here from this girl, and like, I really don't know. You want Saika to do it? Oh my god, they gave her the shoulderless one. Jesus. Ah. A Sun girl? Oh my god. I love how they got all super dressed up just to immediately leave. Like, Yui and Yukino got completely dressed up in these maid outfits and they just immediatly dipped. Does she actually work here? Oh my god, this place is so fancy. Oh my god, they got dressed... once again, they got dressed up as hell. And Hikigaya is also hella dressed up. What is happening right now? Yeah, this place is damn fancy. And she's here! She's the bartender at this place?! Is that legal? Can a high schooler legally in Japan serve drinks? I don't think that's... At least that's definitely not legal here. Maybe it's a thing in Japan that's allowed, I don't know. Wow. She's literally in his class and she doesn't recognize him. That is not even mildly depressing. That's very depressing. I wonder how long they've been in class at this point. Because, I mean, we kind of started, like, in the middle of the school year. We didn't, like, start at them entering the new school year and getting into their new classes. Like, they've already been in their classes for a little while. So I wonder what part of the year we're in at this point. Oh my god. The abuse this poor guy goes through. Oh my god, that is... Holy, this poor guy. This poor guy. He gets shit on every episode without fail. At least once. At least once, every episode without fail, they will dunk on him. What? 2150. Yeah, please explain. Ah, okay. I was also very confused as to what exactly they were talking about. 2150 would be... Because 12 is 12 p.m., so 2150 would be 1, 2, 3, 4... Hang on, I'm gonna do the math. Or no, it'd be 9:30, right? Yeah, okay, it's 9:30 right now. 9:30 p.m. So she can't... I mean, work nights at our age? Because, like, here in the US, you can work, like... You can work as late as you want, even below 18. No, that's not right, is it? God, I don't even know the working laws in our goddamn country. Is what they're saying here she can't work past, like, a certain time? Or is they saying she can't, bartend drinks? Because bartending drinks, I know damn well you can't do that here as a high schooler. That's definitely not something you can do. So that's already a big X. But I guess maybe they have a time limit that high schoolers are allowed to work past, or work up till. And I guess 9:30 would be past that time limit. Someone's gonna have to break that down for me, because I don't really know working laws in Japan for people under, like, 18 or under 21. I don't know if there's any specific working laws that they work under that are different than ours. I mean, I'm sure there is. There clearly is here, so if someone could break that down for me, that'd be great. Yeah. Okay, that would make sense. She's lying about her age, and that's why she is bartending in the first place, and that's why she can stay later, because she's lying about her age. Otherwise, there's no way that, like, I know Japan loves their alcohol. That's a big thing in Japan. A big culture thing is they absolutely love alcohol and beer. But there's no way they would let a high schooler bartend. Like, that's just not... You can't serve alcohol like that underage, so that definitely makes sense that she is lying about her age. Oh my god, again. Prefectural assembly. Oh. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. If you start prying into somebody else's family, you cannot get mad at them for prying into yours too. They've just been here interrogating her since they got here about her family and stuff. And the second she brings up Yukino's family, then then Yui's like to her. I mean, I get, obviously Yui's gonna come to her aid, but that's not fair. You can't pry into her family and then get mad when she pries back into yours. That's not fair at all. Yeah, it's not gonna do any good staying here. She paid for Yui and her drink, but not Hikigaya's. Oh, they're all here. I love how Hikigaya said, "I'd like to talk to you alone" at 5:30 in the morning, but then she just pulls up and all of them are here. She working to pay for summer school. Okay, it all makes sense. That poster she was looking at earlier, she wants to go to college. Like Hikigaya, she's starting college prep now, and so she's working to get enough money to take summer classes. Okay, it all came full circle. I like that. Wait, what? Oh my god, bro. She was trying to compliment him. She was trying to say, I'm very grateful to my brother because I didn't like coming home by myself, and so he started coming home early instead, so he'd be there when I got there, which is really sweet. But then Yukino has to butt in. And it's like he came home because he didn't have any friends. Jesus. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wow, that really... Oh my god, that kind of hit a beat with me, wow. I totally agree with what you just said, fully. That was very well said by her. Komachi, I believe they said her name was. Sorry, I'm still getting used to all the characters' names, but wow, that was very well said. I like that. The strangers closest to you. Wait, what? What? I knew it! I knew it! Oh my god, I swear to god, I feel like I talked about this. I talked about it, that the way that she was calling him Hiki from the start was weird. I knew it! I feel like I might have only talked about it for a split second. Like maybe a few minutes at most, if even that. But I feel like I brought it up at some point that they might know each other. Because the way she's calling him Hiki, the way she acts like nervous and like weirdly embarrassed around him, I think the reason she acts like that is because he didn't recognize her or didn't acknowledge that that event happened. I totally, oh my god, that reveal just came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that. So the owner of the dog I saved on the first day of school, there was Yui. That incident they talked about went a little bit more in depth into last episode, where we found out exactly what it was. They informed us that he had, on the first day of school, gotten hurt trying to save someone's dog that ran into the road. That was Yui. Okay, that explains why she's calling him Hiki and like some of the weird actions that have been happening over the past couple episodes. That makes sense. And that's why I found it so, like, that, okay, that explains the first episode as well, when she first entered the club room and was like, Hiki, what are you doing here? And he was like, do I know you? Because he didn't recognize her, because he didn't recognize her as the girl whose dog he saved. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna bring that up or not. He might not, honestly. We get the job tours, workplace visits. Oh, damn. Oh my, ow, ow. I just felt like a pain in my chest seeing that. Oh, that hurt. What the hell? What was that? I don't know why that struck a chord with me all of a sudden. Like, now that I know that Yui and Hikigaya have history, that makes their relationship a lot more intriguing. But at the same time, I don't know why that just hurt. The way they're all here bunched up together, and even like Saika is here with some other girls, and then Yui's here like behind Saika, and then it just cuts over, and Hikigaya is as far down as possible by himself. Like, it just, I feel bad. I don't know. Like, that just, it actually, like, I felt a pain in my chest. That was so weird. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, but just the quick cut to seeing Hikigaya over there by himself genuinely hurt me. Like, that, I genuinely feel so bad. And like, this sad piano behind it doesn't help at all. It makes it even, oh my god. Ah. Ooh. Jesus, I wasn't expecting. Oh God, I wasn't expecting a confrontation this episode. I thought we were just gonna spend the episode getting to know Kawasaki better, but Jesus Christ, they went straight for the gut punch with that one. Oh my God, I'm gonna go back and listen to that again. I want to make sure I really get down what he's saying here. So, what it seems like he's saying is essentially that. Okay, I think I understand why she's been so not weird is not the right word, but so like timid and cautious around him is because she feels guilty that he got hurt because of her, and essentially him becoming a loner was because he saved her dog on the first day of school, and so she feels bad about it. Maybe she's gonna say that's not the case, and that she's just being nice because she's a nice person, but from what it seems like, that is what the situation is like at the moment. So yeah, my saving your dog was just a coincidence. I'm pretty sure I'd still have turned out a loner even if it hadn't happened. And so he's saying, don't feel guilty because I probably would have turned out this way anyway. It's not your fault that I am the way that I am. And then he goes on to say, if you were being nice to me out of guilt, then just drop it. He'd rather her not talk to him at all than talk to him out of a fake sense of niceness. Like she's just being nice because he saved her dog or because she feels guilty. He'd rather it be she's genuinely wants to be his friend or something, and it's not out of guilt at all. Okay, I got it down. Let's see if she tells him he's wrong here. Oh, okay. So he's wrong. I had a feeling that he was wrong. That's why I said earlier. That's why I literally said while I was discussing what he was saying that maybe she's gonna tell him that he's wrong, because I think that being nice to somebody who did something nice for you is not necessarily out of obligation. It's just she sees that Hikigaya is a nice person. He saved her dog. So, I mean, why would she not be nice back? I don't know. I like this. If this is the direction the later seasons are going to head, because I've heard it's more drama and dialogue focused than a lot of romance series are. Like, the romance is much on the back burner in this series. And so it's much more dialogue and character development focused, which I like. And so if I am getting something wrong about this scene or I'm analyzing something wrong, please tell me, because I want to fully understand these scenes, because on first watch, there's no way I'm going to get everything. It's just, with a show so dialogue heavy as this one, and so wordy as this one, it's very difficult to understand everything that's happening on a first glance. Maybe when I go through editing, I'll understand it a little better, but I would still really appreciate it if you guys could fill me in on details that I'm possibly missing. I think I have the general idea of what's happening here, but if there's any like smaller or minor details that help elevate the scene to another level or elevate it to a better understanding for me, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would tell me, because that definitely it elevates my experience as a viewer of the show. Yeah. They're just being nice. See, we don't know if that's actually the truth with Yui, though. We don't know if that's actually the truth. It's very hard to tell, because from that reaction, it seems like that's not the whole truth. That she's not just trying to be nice to him because he did something nice for her. I don't think that's the full truth here. Just, Hikigaya is so blinded by his experience, by his high school experience and how awful it's been, that he can't even begin to think that maybe she just wants to be friends with him and that she's not trying to just be nice. So, I don't know. It's very interesting. There's so many layers to this. Whoa. If the truth is a cruel mistress, then a lie must be a nice girl. Wow. Jesus Christ. Like I said, this show has some seriously good quotes. Like, seriously good quotes. And so niceness is a lie. Oh my god. Whew, that was... Oh, I got chills. I got chills, dude. Wow. I got genuine chills from that. Whew. like I said, I'm probably not going to understand everything on first glance, but I seem to have a general idea of the concept here that they're going for. It's that, man, that was really good. I'm probably gonna go back and look at this again. It's like he continued misunderstanding. Okay, so if we go back to his middle school days, when a girl was nice to him, he would mistakenly take their niceness for being interested in him. And so as that continued happening, it seems that he developed the idea that he says right here, I stopped hoping. And then he said, so niceness is a lie. Okay. An experienced loader never falls for the same trap twice. So yeah, he's saying essentially after it happening so many times, he's not gonna fall for it anymore. But in this situation, I think he's wrong. I think he's wrong in this ideology. It's just through his awful experiences that he's built up this wall in front of himself, this ideology, and it's difficult for him to break away. So when he understands that Yui is the girl who he saved her dog, he immediately drops all hope of her actually just trying to be a genuine friend. So this is actually, I wasn't expecting this episode. This has caught me very off guard. I'm trying to understand the scene better. And I think I have a generally good idea, but if there's any details I'm missing, like I said, feel free to feel free to fill me in or elaborate further. When it comes to losing, I'm the strongest. Oh man, this scene sucks, because he said that, like, if a girl is being nice to me, she's also being nice to everybody else. I think I have a general idea. I've been rambling on at this point. You guys are probably tired of me talking. But this is a great episode. Fantastic episode. After I finally understood that the Kawasaki thing was she's working till 5 a.m. and not 5 p.m., it made a lot more sense, so I apologize for taking so long to realize that. And for this scene as well, I would appreciate if you guys could clarify a little further. But yeah, I genuinely think that's gonna wrap it up for this reaction. This was a fantastic episode. Like, genuinely, this episode was great. The character writing with Yui and Hikigaya. I feel like Hikigaya is such a complex character. He's such a complex character because through all of his traumatic experiences, he's developed this warped ideology on how people and relationships work. And like, it's just not the case. What he's thinking about Yui, I don't think is actually the case. I might go ahead and just watch the next episode, like, in this same sitting to see if I can get a better understanding, because I want to see the clarification or the makeup between Yui and Hikigaya. So I think that is going to wrap it up for this reaction, though. This was a very long one. This is the longest I've recorded in a long time. I had a lot to talk about, a lot to analyze in this scene, but as always, like I said, any details I missed, feel free to fill me in. Comments on videos, to me, only help elevate my experience. It was the same thing with The Dangers in My Heart. All of your guys' comments just make my experience of watching episodes or reacting so much better, because I get such a better understanding that I myself don't first catch. Because, I mean, a lot of you guys are much better analysts than I am. You guys always help fill me in on details that I potentially miss or misunderstand or things like that. And when I understand those details, it makes the episode just so much better, and makes the series as a whole so much more enjoyable. So I just want to say thank you guys for that, for always filling me in on details that I miss, because I know I do tend to miss some. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Oregairu Season 1, Episode 5. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.